Hello everyone, this is Ria, and this is actually take 2 of this video. I had a little bit of a rookie mistake, and I recorded a 38-minute video in basically vertical. Even though I had my phone landscape, I don't know if I had it locked there, I don't know what happened, but I just spent 30 minutes testing and retesting to make sure this video is not going to be vertical. Um, it's very nice to meet y'all. You may have seen me in your comment sections on and off throughout this year and last year. I actually have been watching the budget community for a long time since I know I watched not. So I'm bringing her up, Erica Life Vlogs. I watched her channel the most in the beginning. Now I watch a bit of everybody. And when I say everybody, if you have like budget in your name, I've probably been binging your videos. And I meant to start a channel a long time ago, and I definitely meant to start at the beginning of this year, but my health actually hasn't been the best. It hasn't been COVID or anything, but I do have um a lot of breathing related issues and a lot of health issues, sadly. Uh so I was dealing with that, plus very thankful the new job, a new job, and getting used to new tasks and workflows. It was a lot, and so I was a little ambitious to try and fit all of that in. But now I feel very, very comfortable in my job. Um, and also, I think even with the prices rising like crazy, I think I figured out my grocery budget, which admittedly, it is a bigger number than I initially felt comfortable with as someone who has a lot of shame and guilt issues. However, I've just have come to accept what about like the range of the numbers, and I'm just going to budget realistically instead of idealically and disappointing myself. Because what I'm going to try and avoid is guilt and shame. I want to be accountable, but me being guilty over things out of my control, like rising prices, is something that is a me problem. And I think I've worked on that. And I love the budget community. I love how helpful everyone is, how supportive everyone is. Um, and there's an accountability in the sense of like if someone gets a number wrong or like, motivation. And I don't know. I've always really liked the budget community, even when I was actively keeping up with all my numbers. I do still, scratch budget on paper, even before, when I'm not using my planner. But I want to do this, and I want to share my journey. My main goals being, I'll be fast. I'll be faster than I was in my other video. But my main goals are to pay off my collections this year because the only active debt I have at the moment is my wife's cell phone, which we are paying off today, later today, my car, and then I just recently opened up 2 credit cards that I'm going to be using for points and to rebuild my credit, but they're not be carrying any balances, nor am I in a situation where I will need them because I also have been building up an emergency fund of $1,000. It was closer to $1,200, but we had to buy some household things that I cash flowed that we absolutely did need. And then my other credit cards that I used to have are all in collections because I had a very rough time between 2018 to 2019. And then the pandemic hit. So it was a lot. Job loss, a car wreck, juggling school and jobs. Let's just say um, let's just say my credit cards issues, it's really frustrating because if I had just had the finances to take care of them, I would have. I've never been someone who's had a spending issue as much as a income issue. That's always been an issue. But I have fixed my income issue. I am about to be 27 in November, and I have found a great company that I love so much, and it has come with a pay bump, which initially I think that's also why at the beginning of the year I was so frustrated because I went from I basically got a $15,000 pay bump from making 30K a year, and then making 45K a year. And it felt like, oh my God, my money is disappearing. I know how much I should be having extra, even if I'm not like putting on paper. I've done the math so much, it's in my brain. I've gotten over those feelings. And because I've had more income, disposable income, I've been able to do things that allow me to lower my expenses. My phone's been paid off. It's a Note 8. But I was able to afford to go ahead and buy Mint. They had Mint Mobile. They had a BOGO 3, buy 3, get 3 months free. So basically 50% off 6 months. And I got the 15 gigabyte. And then just recently, I was able to upgrade after those 6 months, which I really enjoyed. I was able to upgrade and go ahead and buy the 12 months at 15 gigabytes, which was, I believe, about $350 after taxes. You know, like all the taxes and fees. So there's that. So between January and June, or even now July, between January and July, I lowered my AT&T bill from $215 to $156 or $58. So that's significant. That's a decrease. We got a loyalty bonus due to COVID. Whenever you, like, if you call Cox, by the way, they have a loyalty promo that they gave people even pre-pandemic, and we were actually able to upgrade our internet for a lower price. And they did confirm that we just have to call back if it runs out, and they can renew our loyalty bonus. And then also, if you go on Cox, if you have Cox, there's apparently a subsidy the government is doing with them where they are subsidizing Cox to be able to lower bills. So then my bill went from $130 to $117 to now $88. So that freed up some money. Let's see. Any other major bill changes that I have done? I haven't done this yet, but I get a work stipend for my office, and we do not have central heat and air. We have a AC unit, and it's really hard to get that air back here. Like, we have to freeze out the other room to get this room cool. And I'm actually going to get a mini swamp cooler. I'm going to link that in the description. With my work stipend, since it's mainly for my home office. So that way we'll be able to save on our electric bill, because it's way more energy efficient than our window unit. So there's that. But even just those were significant savings, and kind of ways that I feel like I have balanced out inflation. Or not balanced out the inflation, but made me feel like I've that I'm back to where I should have been with my pay bump. Okay, so sorry for that like long intro. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into my paycheck, my very first paycheck in July. Let's see here. So fun fact, I made it $1,400, and that was me significantly under budgeting how much I was expecting. Like, I knew it was gonna be lower this paycheck, but I would just always put 1,400 for all my paychecks. My paychecks usually average between 1,430 and 1,460. But as you can see here, I only technically worked 60 hours, 0.78 hours. And then I get a shift differential of $1.52 because I work weekends, and then I'm like the only one on the phones for tech support for my company. We had a holiday, which that's 8 hours, and I do not get a pay differential on my holiday pay, but they do pay us for holidays. And then I had to leave during a half day due to some health reasons, but there was no shift differential. Taxes were $332.63. Also, feel free to share in the comments. I don't mind sharing this. I'm in Arkansas. Is that about, is how much taxes is taken out of y'all's paychecks? Does that look proportional? Because I never know if my job is taking out enough, but also I don't want to like just give out extra if I don't have to. And then I have my health insurance through my job. So this is a dental, vision, and like general health care. And I get $123.85 taken out every paycheck. And so my net income for this paycheck, I almost said for this month, for this paycheck was $1,405.21. Over here I just left off the 21 cents. Just so you know, you'll see this in my bigger binder. Well, not binder, my notebook. But Fridays are heavy spend days because I only leave the house usually on Fridays. So, okay, so my car note and my car insurance both come out on the first. Um, and I budgeted 235 and 120, and then they were 235 and 120. My car note is technically like it goes between 230 and 231 and some odd cents. So I just round it to 135 just because I don't want a late payment or anything weird to happen, because they don't give an option to just say pay like balance or minimum balance or what have you. So I just do 235. So for my groceries, I go to Walmart and Aldi's. I budget 150 together. Groceries includes like dog food, cat food, household items, anything you buy at a grocery store, like when you'd be going and ordering groceries. So it's household weekly items or monthly items, and then also food. This week, I had budgeted 150 for Aldi's. The actual was $80.01, and then at Aldi's I spent $33.87. That probably would have been a little higher, but they were out of my salads. They only had two. And then I'm gonna be paying off the phone later tonight. And then AT&T technically isn't due till the 5th. I don't know if us paying off the phone is gonna change this at all. So I'm interested to see. And then we try to eat out once a week, but I have a budget of $45 per week. But generally I'm aiming to mostly just eat out once a week. But obviously, like if we have like $10 left over and we want to go get Sonic drinks or something, we can do that. So we got Popeyes. It was very good. We got the spicy family chicken. And we get that. So then it also is lunch the next day for both of us. So that was $31.51. I went to Starbucks. I had some money already on my card, so even with 2 drinks, it ended up only being $4.19 out of my bank. And then I stopped at McDonald's. This is actually before the other two. It was like way earlier in the day, and it's $2.87. I got a small Sprite because I don't drink a whole lot of soda, but it was really hot outside, and I do not like McDonald's sweet tea. It's too sweet. So I just got a Sprite because their Sprite is well carbonated. And I got a small one, and then I think I got a McChicken. So that's what that was. Okay, so I'm cash stuffing for now, like 2 categories, just because like eating out, groceries, spending, things like that don't really make sense for me to stuff with cash, because I'd just be going back and forth, putting money back in my account, because I do purchases online and I use online shopping as a way to get coupons, especially when it comes to fast food and ordering through the apps and such. But I thought it'd be fine to cash stuff gasoline. And I went ahead and got 40. And that 40 is going to cover this week. It's going to cover, the 40 is meant to cover the 1st through the 14th. And I know gas prices are crazy. I may have to go over that, but I only leave the house like once a week. So I'm hoping that'll be enough. And then for pets, so the reason why, oh, that says 90. I don't know why I wrote that. It's 80. I kept doing this earlier when I was budgeting too. I think eventually I'll up it to 90, but it's only meant to be 80. Let me fix that. There we go. Okay, so, and that's 80. So typically it wouldn't be that much because, like I said, I get their food with our groceries, but fleas and ticks have been crazy. Mostly the fleas have been crazy lately. So I've been having to keep up with their flea medication. And then I have an expensive, so I live in a tiny house and I have 2 cats. And I have found a litter. It is expensive. It's one of the crystal litters, but it lasts so much longer. But when I do buy it, it is expensive, and it's a bigger bag, but it's totally worth it. So For now, I'm putting it at 80. If like during the fall and winter the fleas aren't such a problem, I don't have to medicate them, then what I'm gonna just do is like create this as a kind of a sinking fund, and I'm gonna put 80 in it every month, but I'm just gonna like build it up for like vaccines and different like medical emergencies that they might have. And then the last thing that I have, so I have subscription charge number one. Total subscriptions for the month are going to be about $80. And this is because like me and my family, like my mom and stepdad and siblings, um, we all pay for different subscription services, so we get all of them. And then uh, I also pay for like the YouTube Family Premium, which is like $20. Oh my gosh, it's so worth it. And that's one of the subscriptions. I pay for Discovery Plus. I pay for Curiosity Stream when it comes out. I think I pay for another one, and then I pay for storage on my. I don't have an iPhone, but I have an iPad, and so I pay for the family storage. And my family has Apple products, so that just kind of works out that way. So it's the whole month is $80, but what's come out so far is $23.96. What I'm trying to do is I'm going to use my credit card. I So to change the dates for how they come out, I'd have to cancel all my subscriptions and resubscribe to get them all on the same date. So what I'm going to do instead, and some of these are mostly from technically the end of June that I'm not paying because they went on my credit card, and my Capital One credit card comes out the 3rd, I believe, but I just went ahead and paid on the 1st. But the idea is like July 1st to 3rd, all my subscriptions are going to be on my credit card, and then I pay them off. So instead of having all these little charges, they'll just be one charge, and it'll just be cleaner, if that makes sense. I don't know. I just feel like that made more sense to me, and like I don't know. Like that just like made more sense in my head. Oh, and I pay for Canva. I use Canva for like my YouTube videos, and then also I have an ad on Fiverr that I use Canva for. So that's also one of the subscriptions. So it's a little bit more of a business expense if hopefully one day I get YouTube to become profitable. So like that was my first paycheck in July. I want to show you my monthly view, but first I'll go ahead and stuff my cash envelopes. So this is my gas one, my gasoline. It kind of reminds me of Stardew Valley. If y'all know that game, I just think it's so cute. I love it. It's one of my favorite ones. This came in a set with my wallet that I bought. I'll link my wallet down below. The stickers didn't come on there. I added the stickers on there. But yeah, it came with this, but I'll have to look on Amazon and see like what brand they are. Gasoline gets 40. So 20, 40, nice and easy. Sorry for like the cash stuffing people. This is like nearly nothing. Yeah, so that was $40 for gas for the 1st through the 14th. And then I'm gonna use this one for my pets. I thought it was very pretty. Originally it was not for pets. I tried to get that sticker off and it wouldn't come off. So that's a bit messy. I'm gonna try and fix that and find a different sticker. And they get 20, 40, 60, 80, not 90. I keep writing 90 for some reason. I mean, maybe it's just a premonition. Maybe I think they're going to need 90. Their flea stuff is pretty expensive, but it's worth it. I don't want them to be itchy and uncomfortable. Okay, so we're done with the cash envelopes. All 2 of them. And then we're done with this. Oh yeah, I'll show you all the back real fast. It's Sumika Garashi. And my favorite character is Pinkin. Which that's why he's here so much. But yeah, I love these. Anyway. Okay, so this is my, I believe the brand is SHP Planners. Let's see, I think that's the brand on Etsy. let's see here. Yeah, SHP planners on Etsy. I really have loved this thing. Technically, I don't think it's specifically a budget planner. I know they make teacher planners too. Um, let's see here. But I really like them. And then the the eat out stickers, the little bill stickers, that's from TyrionDesign.co. For my anniversary, I actually ordered more stickers from them because I realized I ran out in December, so I just went and ordered them. And then the little banner here, that is from Caffeinated Kate. I've used Caffeinated Kate throughout this one, as well as SoFi stickers on Etsy. The Caffeinated Kates, if they look a little weird, it's because I bought her Oops bags and then a few not, but I can't remember what was originally in the Oops bags or not. So if something looks like off, it's like totally not her fault. I literally bought the ones that were called Oops. So let's see here. Here's like my monthly layout. The highlighted parts are my paychecks. I get 3 paychecks this month. And like you see, I go grocery shopping every Friday. And that's the days I plan on eating out. So I budgeted $150 for groceries. I only spent $113.88. And then I budgeted $45 for eat out. I only spent $38.57. And then my for like sizing purposes and neatness, I always just put a 1 car sticker, and then I just consider my note plus insurance for a total of $355. I'm hoping, like I said here, that my last AT&T payment is going to be on the 5th, but I'm pretty sure it's going to technically, even if I ended it, I'm going to at least have a little bit of a bill in August, but it won't be like $158. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, so Cox is my internet. It's due on the 19th. And then my utilities, water, gas, electric, and rent come out the 20th. In future layouts, I just had 1 sticker and I just call them utilities. Especially in case I have other things happening on the 20th that I need to mark. The reason rent is 200 is that's like, so how do I describe this? So we have an agreement with the landowner where my wife is basically an on-call laborer for farming season, and then also like tech support or whatever. They're an older couple, so they have complications. So we do like maintenance for the house, and then she is on hand labor for them throughout the year. But they don't like, so our agreement is that's how she makes up like the rent, the majority of rent, and then we pay $200 a month to make sure I believe what they told us is the like yearly tax on the house. So we're basically paying yearly tax on the house, and then we're trading labor for rent. Just to like explain why it's $200. Also, the house is pretty crappy. I'm pretty desperate to move for that reason. But also it's really low rent, but also I have to empty out my tub with a shop vac right now. That's also why you only see my income. My wife currently, anything she makes with her side, because she was the main breadwinner while I was in college. Then I started making enough, and we traded places where I went ahead and let her start her own like venture, and any money she makes with that right now, our agreement is half of it goes back into her business, and the other half goes towards more so our long-term savings, so like our emergency savings or our or like our specific savings goals. The 29th, 30th on, I'm actually going to be making part of August's income, not July's, just for cleanness. Buying my planner things. I wasn't sure how I was going to do it, so I have a hodgepodge of things, and I'm just kind of using what stickers I have. So this is by SoFi. So I have paycheck 1 and paycheck 2, the 1st and the 15th. My estimated income was $1,400 for each, and then I went ahead and wrote in the $1,405. And then this is like a monthly view. So groceries, $600, car note $355, AT&T $158, Cox. We kind of went over these. Fun fact about water. So it kind of evens out with my paycheck being lower, since like I said, usually it averages for 1440 to 1460. Our water bill, we had we had an incorrect billing. And I paid it, but it was showing not paid. It was getting closer and closer to due date. Our water department's really small, so they have weird hours. So I just went and paid it again to avoid a late fee. Well, technically, what I did was made an extra payment. So this paycheck, or I should say this month, my water bill is only like $7. But I'm gonna have to mark it 8 something over here because they make us pay fees for basically paying online. But also they have weird hours to where I can't go pay them in person. So it's gonna be like closer to $8, $9. But either way, I mean, yeah, I budgeted for 50, so technically that kind of adds to my income and evens out. The eat out for the month is 180. Electric is 130. I think we're gonna bust that, honestly. Like technically I average for the future gas, electric, and water for 200 a month. But just this electric, I think we're gonna bust it. But whenever I get that little mini swamp cooler in, I think it's gonna help keep that down. Allowances, we both get 40 each. I budgeted 100 for gasoline, but in my I budgeted 100, but in my cash envelopes, I'm going to be giving myself 40 each week, so I'm going to have 80 in cash total. But if I go over $20, I technically budgeted it. Pets, I have 80, and I kind of explained that already. It's my wife's birthday on the 21st, so I'm gonna give her. I have budgeted $100 for gifts and then 60 for eat out, but it's gonna be like in its own separate thing for like a nice dinner. Unexpected, I'm budgeting 0, but miscellaneous, I'm budgeting 35. I know we have a hair appointment. More so, my wife has a hair appointment sometime this month. And then I think we may have some medications we might have to refill this month. So I made that about 35, rent 200, and then subscriptions are supposed to total to 80. So my total expected expenses for this month are 2,312. That's already so far lower based on that's already we're already like well within the budget, which is nice. So yes. Oh, and then the debt I'm going to pay off, that like because I'm literally doing it tonight, so I know the debt payoff is gonna be 324. And that'll like knock out a whole debt, and I'm so excited. So let me see here. Before I realized, because I did this in June, so this is before I realized we saved enough to pay off her phone. Here are my goals. My goals are to get is to not go over 15% on eat out. Eating out is something we struggle with. So my goal is like obviously preferably not to at all, but at most 15%. Get a YouTube video posted. I'm trying my best. The universe did not like my first video, but I'm trying. I'm gonna get this posted tonight. I'm gonna edit it after this. To have no more than $15 of unexpected. So this is like spillover, like if miscellaneous didn't cover everything, the $15. Plan to pay the phone off. Well, the plan is I'm gonna pay the phone off today, so no, I didn't need to make a plan, but I didn't know this. I thought about starting journaling. Not sure, but I was thinking about it. So yeah, this has been the first look into my first July paycheck and then kind of an overview of my current situation and finances. And yeah, so that's my plan for the month. I have cash stuff, my 2 little envelopes for my first paycheck, and I guess I'll be checking in with you the 15th. Let me double check here. Yeah, it'll be the 15th. So I'll check in on the 15th, see what my paycheck for the 15th is, and then whatever expenses has happened between the 1st and the 14th. And thank you for watching the video. If I'm for some reason not following you and you post budget YouTube videos, please feel free to let me know. I love following, as many people as possible. And I just put them on usually when I'm doing dishes or I'm working around the house, or I'm at my desk and I'm not on a call currently. I'll have them playing. I've been trying to comment a bit more lately. So yeah, if I'm not following you for whatever reason, just let me know and I'll happily follow you. And I would love to follow you over on Instagram too. I love swiping over Instagram and seeing so many motivational posts and see how everyone's doing and like all the different ways people work their budgets. Alrighty, well, I hope everyone has a great July. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.